So, how is everyone doing?
Blessed.
Amen to that. Amen to that.
Live.
Sip and Talk Podcast. Sip and Talk Podcast. Sip and Talk Podcast. Sip and Talk Podcast. With your host, Ms.Londa. Sip and Talk Podcast.
All right, everyone. Sorry about that. We're having some delays with StreamYard, but you guys, we are back again, and I have a good show today. I have some great guests joining me. So let's welcome Candyman TV, and
What
let's
up?
welcome Denise.
Hello,
So we are going to be
everybody.
getting to some good topics this evening. Our first topic, we're going to be talking about can your partner be equal in the relationship if he or she doesn't work? Can your partner have a male friend? And that's for female or male, that question. And then also, we are going to be talking about are women demasculating men? And then I have a video that I would like to show if it'll allow me to. So, without further ado, let's get into it. How are you guys this evening?
Doing pretty good. How are you? How are you? I love the topics. And you look very
Thank
beautiful. I
you.
love the
Thank you.
attire.
Yeah,
Thank you.
your
Oh,
fit
yeah,
is
by the
popping.
way,
Yeah.
thank you. So, if you guys would like to purchase one of this, the young lady handcrafts, she makes these herself. Her name is Ressa. She is on YouTube under Ressa Richardson. And I have her email address if anyone is interested in purchasing. I like it. I think it's cute.
It's cute, cute.
I got my
And then
bamboo
the
earrings
headband
on.
to match. That is really pretty.
The bambooskis? Okay.
Thank you. All right. So, how do you guys feel about the first topic?
What was the topic again?
So the first one was can your partner be equal in the relationship if he or she doesn't work?
It all depends on the situation.
Okay.
Now, if my thing is this, certain men they want to pay all the bills. Certain men they want to be that provider to where they don't want their woman to work. And you know, that me personally, if I was married and my wife didn't have to work, if she didn't want to work, I wouldn't make her work, especially if I got all the finances together, if I got all the income and I'm good. But if she wants to work, I would definitely support her. I would put a business in her name, though. I wouldn't want her to work. If I'm an entrepreneur, I wouldn't want her working some 9 to 5. I would rather invest a business in her. But if you're not trying to work, if you're not trying to help, if you're not trying to do something, something's wrong with the person who's not trying to help out.
Okay. Okay. How do you feel, Denise?
Well, I have 27 years experience of this. My husband, when he was a child, he got burnt by the babysitter. So he always grew up saying, okay, I'm not going to have my kids in daycare or having somebody
Right.
else take care of them. So my situation is a little different. You know, he wanted to have those responsibilities of taking care of the bills as well as providing for us because, you know, there's a cell phone, you have your car, you know. So um, I think that in this day and age, it's kind of different. It's a little bit different. Everybody needs to do their part if
Then
they can. Um, but yeah, my situation with my husband has been a blessing because he helps me pursue my dreams as well as my businesses. I have two. Um, our kids are grown, so you know. But yeah, it's a little different, I think.
And do you say it's a little different in this day and time because you feel like times are a little bit harder and sometimes it takes both people to work to have to work?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You learn that, even if the kids do have to come home from college, everybody in the house can pitch in, so that way the load is lighter for everybody, and everybody might take one bill a piece, and split the rent down the middle, so that way everybody has something in their pockets, and nobody's feeling like they're being a burden. Because once they
Okay.
get out there on their own,
Okay.
you have to teach them that they need to take care of themselves regardless.
Understandable. Understandable. Yeah, so I asked that question because it's like a lot of back and forth with um some men feel like they don't want their partner to work because they feel like they don't have like that control. But
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, I see it a little different. Maybe in some cases that could be true, but I just feel like if we both work, like it doesn't have me going into it, I don't feel like why does it have to be you got control, I got control? Why can't we just be a team? You know what I'm saying? Like work together. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yes, of course.
That's how I look.
Some men have control issues. They want to like some men I recognize, like they feel like, oh well, so some men are trying to be in competition with their other half or with their wives, and they feel interrogated if the woman is going to make more money than them, and they feel like, oh well, I would feel less like a man if my woman makes more money than me, so I'd rather just struggle and get all the money myself and overwhelm myself with all the work instead of her be having the potential to make more money than me. It's a self-esteem thing because a lot of men are raised like, oh yeah, a lot of men are raised like you're not even supposed to date women that make more money than you, let alone marry one. So some men feel interrogated because, especially like nowadays, women are really on that independent level and they're really out here like getting everything popping, getting these businesses popping, and a lot of men, some men don't like that because they're so used to, men being in charge, men making most of the rules. A lot of them are afraid that, their woman's basically going to be in control, even though it's not always the situation. But I know some men who've been in that situation where their woman make more money than them, and then like she becomes a control freak.
Yeah.
Or sometimes it's the man, he has a control freak attitude, and he just don't want her to work because he's like, nah, I'm in charge, I need to make the money. And like I said, it's just an interrogation thing for some men. And then they're just insecure about, their woman getting money. But like I said, if I got a woman and she want to work, even if I do make all the money, I would support that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not about to hold her back from getting no money. And just in case, anything could happen. Just say one day I get hurt or something happens to me where I can't do a lot of things. I want to be able to teach her and guide her in certain things that I do, but I also want to support her in things that she knows how to do, so that way, just in case she got to help pick up the slack for me, then we'll be all good.
Yeah, and I think it is good to have for like both partners to work or have some type of a backup plan because you have to plan for the future. You never know what's going to happen. A person could get laid off their job, they can take sick. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to just be stuck like, wow, I just never had no skills, I never worked, so now what am I going to do? Bills, you know what I'm saying? I feel like it's not about who's in control or who's the man and this or
Mm-hmm.
that. I feel like it's for the future. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be stuck like figuring out. Then you're in a really bad situation. So that's my thing on that. So how do
And
you
that is
guys feel
true.
about like um your partner having like a friend that's of the opposite sex?
I'm gonna let Denise go first.
Okay, I feel like do unto others as you want them to do to unto you. With that being said, you have to be honest in your relationship. You can't be hiding how you feel, or have people thinking that you're going to be controlled if you're not. So, yeah, if you have a friend, just know that I'm going to have a friend. And that's all that is. So, yes, I think that it should be okay because you have to collaborate and network with people every single day.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I do agree with
That's
both
I
of
feel
y'all
the same
about
way,
the.
but
I'm sorry. I said I do agree
about the
with both of
working,
y'all about the work part because I've had my jobs. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I have my own personal needs. You have your own personal hygiene needs, as well as your needs and wants outside of this taking care of a family. So yes, I've had my jobs, but yeah, he's taken care of me most of my life, which I feel blessed about that. But my money was my money, and his money was towards the bills and the kids. So we made it work, and then it got to the point where they got in high school and middle school, and I took over taking the care of them. Like if they had football, cleats and all that stuff that needed to be needed, or she was in
yeah,
two different academics. So yeah, I do feel what y'all saying. That's why I say in this day and age, it's very very different. Both people need to be
yeah,
working in the home.
yeah. And so I probably left this question out too. Does it matter how much, like, you know what I'm saying, your mate makes? Does that matter? Because I hear a lot about that. Like, I'm not gonna be with somebody that has potential. Potential is not good enough. So how do you guys feel about that?
If you can't accept me for who I am and you can't stay during the struggle, you can keep it pushing because what one woman won't do, the better one will. That's how I feel. Cause I've had situations
Okay.
where a lot of women, like some women, they see me like they see I get money, but just because I work a 9 to 5 or I have like 2, 3 jobs or this and that, and I'm not their type of dude that has like all this money, but they see my process, they see me coming up in the process, they don't want to stick around. And I used to be upset about that, but as I got older and as I got grown, I was like, you know what? At the end of the day, when I upgrade, most of these women are gonna come back, and a lot of them have came back because they realized, oh, well, the guy I was chasing didn't even like me. Now they see, oh, his podcast going up. Oh, he's doing this. Oh, he's going here and there and there. No, no, keep that same energy, baby. You didn't want me before. You can't come around now. I'm cool. Cause one thing about me, I ain't no trick. I ain't about to be, oh, I know, I'm about to, I'm going to remember. I'm not going to act like you didn't treat me bad. I'm not going to act like you didn't completely ignore me. I'm not going to act like you stopped talking to me for somebody else, especially when you talk to a broke boy who don't have no money. He got Jordans, but he don't got a car. He got name brand clothes, but he don't have no ambition. He don't got no future. You downgraded from me? Okay, I'm cool. Nah, I'd rather be single, lonely, and wealthy than be in a relationship and financially abused.
What was that song by Biz Markie? Uh, Nigga, please, you work for UPS, and then when he blew up, he was like, now you all on me." That's how it
Facts.
goes. That's how it goes. Yeah, so as far as, like, the whole friendship thing, I don't mind if my partner has a friend of the opposite sex as long as it's an honest situation. But I find that, like, doing this, I found that, like, I can't have a relationship right now because, it's like they're intimidated by collab. Like, I have a male co-host. The last person I was dealing with had an issue. And, like, you're not about to dictate what I do. You're not about to do that one. So while I'm doing what I'm doing, I'm just keeping how I'm keeping it.
Yeah. And now with me with the opposite sex, I'm not the jealous type. You know, because especially like when it comes to women, women can get men easier than men can get women. You know, and it's just like you gotta. A lot of men gotta appreciate that. Like if your girl is attracted by a lot of men, you should appreciate that. I mean, you got something good on your hands. Like you got a beautiful woman. You got a woman who's attractive in many ways. But here's the thing where I draw the line. Now, see, if we're in a serious relationship or if we're about to be serious, if you had sex with somebody in the past and or y'all was like messing around on that type of level, I mean, if y'all, nah, I'm cool on that. Like if you with me, you with me. You know what I'm saying? If y'all dated but y'all never like messed around, like on a like intimate sexual level, okay, but you need to let him know, like, okay, like we friends, but you know, I talk to somebody, or this is my man, like, but I'm not gonna be the type to like just say she got a day one best friend that helped her through a lot from back in the day. I would meet, like, now that I'm older and I'm grown now and I'm more mature, I would want to meet some of those men that you cool with, because we might be we might be able to get along, or he might be able to be an ally to me in some type of way. But if you know a man's intentions and like, oh yeah, he's
Yeah.
low key been trying to sleep with me, he's been trying to sneak behind my back, we can't have that, because like I said earlier, at the end of the day, if it's either me or him. If you can't keep it honest with me, and if you, especially if you still got feelings for old boy, I don't want any part of that. I might be a little salty because I might be like, dang, I really like the girl, but at the end of the day, you got to keep it pushing like a bench press.
Okay. All right. And so, what is she? I can't stand an insecure person. It's annoying. If you don't trust me, move around.
Mm-hmm.
That's what. Yeah, that's how I feel too. Because I don't have time for all that. I don't want to argue. I don't want to be questioned. If I say it's this way, you can't believe me. I'm not gonna go back and forth. I don't even like confrontation. Really, honestly, I don't handle it too well. So, all right. So my next question was, are women demasculating men? Do you guys feel that in most cases a lot of men are being demasculated, or how do you guys feel about that?
I'll let you go, Denise.
He always,
Why didn't you want to take that one? From a man's
because he has a lot
perspective,
to say.
Yeah, whew,
I'm gonna keep that one short and sweet. No, I don't think so. I think that we as women need to start standing up for ourselves a little bit more. So, you know,
You said we as women need to what?
start standing up for ourselves a little bit more.
I agree with you in a lot of cases, because let's not get it wrong. It does go both ways. So in a lot of cases, yes, a lot of us women do need to start standing up to men, start putting our foot down, stop accepting a lot of stuff. So yeah,
In
but
the workforce,
either way,
personal or
you can still
professional.
talk to somebody with respect. Huh?
I said personal and
Would you say?
professional. Personal and professional.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. All right, Candy Man.
now with this answer, it's a yes and a no. Let me get on you fellas real quick, because a lot of these men, they have abused their power to a point to where a lot of these women, they do degrade men. Like there's some women who's been abused for years and they had to keep their mouth shut, or they felt like they had to keep their mouth shut, when in reality they stronger than the man that they was with. A lot of these men out here on these jobs, and like I've seen men at these jobs, y'all act so tough. Y'all act so tough around these women, but you won't keep that same energy with me because you already know what it is gonna go down. But just because you have a certain power, you feel like, oh well, she's a woman. I can say this and this and that, but when you come around me, you are respectful. You laughing. I've seen women at the jobs crying because they was like, "Oh, this man treated me like this. Oh, this he's a manager. He said this and this and that to me. This and this and that. Yada da." And I'm thinking, I'm like, I wonder if he'll do that to me. So I might do something like similar or do something, around that. But oh no, it's all good. It's all good around me because, a lot of these men are cowards. A lot of these, let's just keep it real. A lot of these men are cowards, and a lot of these men are really ain't as tough as what they really make it seem, just because they're in a position of power. But outside that job, you know, a lot of these men are being dog walked by their wives and by their girlfriends. That's why they like having jobs where they're in position of power. And now I say yes in this situation because there are a lot of women who they're there's nowadays women are definitely especially with the rise of feminism and how it is now, a lot of women have more power than what they have, but some women think they have a little bit more power than what they really got. So, like for instance, they'll say they'll demasculate a man who's a 9 to 5er, who's an up and coming businessman, who doesn't have the nicest car, who doesn't dress with the flyest clothes, who doesn't have the newest Jordans every week. I've seen a lot of women dog men out like that. I've seen them dog them out like, oh yeah, he don't got this. Oh he and I was one of them dudes. Like when I was catching the bus, right, having like 2, 3, 4 jobs at the same time. A lot of women didn't like me because of that. They didn't like, oh, they'll be like, oh yeah, he's attractive. Oh wait, he don't got a car. Oh, he's a lame. Oh, he's a loser. Oh, I would never talk to him. Oh, he's broke. Oh, this and this and that. Oh, just because he don't have this. Oh, he's this. They would degrade me all because they didn't know me. And then especially when women get in groups together, that's when it becomes even worse. And then a lot of women that I've recognized, some women, the women who don't keep accountability for themselves, they're the worst at it. Because as soon as they get played by some guy that's out of their league, let's see what guy I can just play to the left or degrade because I'm gonna compare him to this guy who has more, and they'll really like break a man down. That's why some of these men really be going crazy, and some of these men really be a lot of these men really be demascul. A lot of these men they feel like they're losing their masculinity because they listen too much to what the media says, to what these women say, and a lot of and especially because a lot of men don't have emotional support. We don't have those emotional support groups that women have. So if I express something to my homies, oh, quit being a bitch or quit being soft, quit this and this and that, and if I express myself like that to a woman, oh man, he's soft, he corny, he a lame, go around to all their friends and gossip and say like, oh yeah, he said this and this and that. They'll take advantage of my emotional distress, and that just builds a bad reputation for me, all because I'm being honest. But they'll take my honesty as me being soft, and then that's how a lot of men become abusive because they're like, oh, I'm not gonna be soft. I'm gonna just be this guy. I'm gonna just be this tough guy. And that's why there's a lot of great men and a lot of extraordinary men who turn into assholes, who turn into cheaters, who turn into semi crazy men because they get so tired of being demasculinized. When really, in reality, the women who are demasculinizing those men, those are the most manly men out there. But that happens.
Yeah, I have to agree with you on that. I think as
Yeah.
women, you're looking to a dude to have the car and all of that. But that garbage man has benefits. You know what I'm saying? So you shouldn't judge somebody by their job or whatever because that man might not beat on you, and that man with that money will. You see, because he's controlling you. So
Hmm.
it all depends. So I do agree with you on that.
And so Peanut says, I agree, but also I see a lot of men act childish, too emotional, which if he doesn't have his emotions under control, can be dangerous and worse.
No lies detected. So some men do be childish. with their emotions.
Yeah,
Others don't know how to control their emotions, so they spaz out or just go crazy for real because they don't know how to they don't know how to emotionally control themselves or hold themselves accountable with their emotions and their actions.
that is true. That's true. So, do you think though that, and this could be for a man or a woman, this question, that sometimes, a lot of times, um, people put themselves in situations to be demasculated? Well, it can't be for a woman. Do you think that sometimes men put themselves in situations to be demasculated?
Sure do. Sure do.
Childhood traumas can be one of them.
You said childhood trauma.
Could be one of the reasons why they feel like they have to have that woman, belittle them. It's just like when a woman feel like she needs a man to fight. You know what I'm saying? It makes her feel good, and then they want to have sex. But kind of about like the same thing.
Hmm. Okay.
Now, there's a lot
So
of men who do. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no, I was just gonna say, like, I was thinking like of situations where like some men just, they don't want to work. They want to be like another child. That those type of situations I was kind of like thinking of.
That too.
Took the words right out
Mama
of my mouth.
boys, they want to be taken care of.
Lazy
Yeah.
men demasculate themselves before a woman even gets a chance to. Because if you don't want to work, if you don't want to be a man and actually put some effort into your money and your purpose, you already degraded yourself before a woman even meets you. Like if you have that mindset where, oh yeah, I'm gonna have a woman take care of me, I'm gonna have her pay all the bills, you already played yourself. And then they will, and some of those men are don't, and those are the type of men who don't take accountability. They'll be like, oh, women ain't this, women ain't that, women ain't this. Wasn't your girl just working overtime just so she can buy you that PS5 and them Jordans? Wasn't your girl just working overtime so she could get you Christmas presents and you like almost 30 and she already got kids? Yo, you a bum playing the game at the crib all day. You over here on social media taking all these fly pictures of the clothes that you didn't even buy, and you over here acting like you all that. Boy, you don't even got a penny to your name. Them drawers ain't even yours. She had to buy your own drawers. She had to buy your socks. She wash your clothes, everything. You can't even clean up around the crib. Some of y'all can't even. Y'all act like y'all got a handicap to wash dishes. Like me, I could never
Yeah.
because I could never. I'd rather be
Yeah.
me personally. I'd rather be in
Yeah.
the streets.
That's where pride kicks in, and I know sometimes people say you can't have too much pride, but I feel like in certain situations, like I would never want to be in a situation where I had to depend on somebody to provide my every living expense down to bathing. No. Mm-mm. I want to buy my own soap. I want to buy my own underwears. Is this, mm, no. And I just don't understand it. How can you wake up and look to somebody for your every need like you're still a child and not feel some type of way about that? And then
Because
still want to be looked at as a man or a woman.
a lot of these men didn't grow up with fathers who actually did stuff. Like a lot of men who grew up around their moms, that's all they know. Some of them, that's all they know. Some of them, they know better, but they just choose not to do better. But some, oh, that's all they know. Their mom spoiled them their whole life. No matter what happened, oh, that's my baby. He's not wrong. He's not wrong. Then when she gets sick and tired of him, when he gets grown, oh yeah, I'm gonna put you out. You grown now. He don't know how to survive in the world. So all he do is, okay, I'm gonna just find a woman who gonna take care of me like my mama did, and I'm gonna think everything's all good. But in reality, it's a messed up mindset because he's really doing the opposite of what he should be doing. But then once he gets called out about it, or once he, it actually gets taught how to be a man, is a little late now, because some of these men are in their late, some of these men are in their early 30s, late 20s, just now realizing what it's like to be a real man, and they can't handle it. So they quit on themselves.
Yeah. Mm. I hope video. I really want to show this video.
The one you sent yesterday?
Yeah, I'm hoping it'll let me share it. Second, guys, I'm slow. Okay, maybe we might be in luck. We might be in luck. Okay, let's go here. Share. My apologies, guys. This was moving slow, but I really want to show this video.
Bro, no, you good.
Hey, Rhonda. My co-host usually does it. Uh-oh. Okay. Come on. Come on. I'm gonna get it from your messenger, so I don't have to scramble around for it.
So while waiting on the video to load, how much you pay for that fit?
It was a gift. It was gifted to me, but I
Oh,
can
okay.
definitely find out. She's actually in the comments. Peanut, he's asking about the moo that I have on.
I might have to order me a couple.
Okay. Yeah, I want some more colors. Okay, here we are. Let me know when you got if it pops. Or maybe I'll just do the sound if it's gonna take forever to load. Let's try that. Yeah, it's unresponsive. So we're just gonna do the sound.
Your house, Ms. Lee, but I don't think this is fair.
I know it's not really all his fault. Can we stay here? Can we just stay? But he can't stay. Why not?
Like, I don't understand. Like, this is my we as family. Like, I understand. Like, this is your house, but like, I'm not leaving my family. So what you expect me to do?
I don't know what you gonna do, but you just can't stay here. Her and the kids can stay as long as they like. But Sean is a part of the family, so we gotta stay at a hotel. Like what? If you're trying to follow him, I suppose so.
No, that's just bogus. Like, I ain't even gonna curse them. This is your house. I want to get loud. I ain't about to do that, but I literally can't stay here. Like, I have nowhere to go. We all got evicted. Like, I know you're trying to say I'm the man, I was supposed to take this responsibility, but life happens. Like, I don't understand why I can't stay here this week.
Stop.
I don't understand why I can't stay here.
Well, maybe just for like a week. Just a week, maybe. And then
I mean, she just said y'all can stay as long as y'all need to, but I gotta
that's
leave.
I'm trying to ask her if you can stay for a week. Just at least a week. So you don't have to be out on the street by yourself.
So you gonna stay here even though I can't stay here? That's what I'm asking you. You still just stay here? You know I can't stay here?
Where else is we gonna go?
That's not the point though. Like, we supposed to be together on this. You're gonna let me sleep outside on the car.
I didn't say you can sleep, but I'm trying to get you to be able to stay here. You don't want to stay here or not?
I don't want to be somewhere where I'm not welcome. She just said I can't stay here.
You know, she might change her mind.
So I can't stay here.
Just for a week. Come on.
I can't stay here, Ms. Lee.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Why?
Y'all made no effort, or you didn't get a job, or something, so that y'all. School just started, and I had to get groceries, and then my car note was due, and then I paid the insurance. So it just fell behind. A lot of things just fell behind. It's not even probably gonna be that long. I think a month actually for all of just a month. It's week. They said a week. Yeah, just a week. But now he changed it to a month. I'm only changing it to a month because it's the end of this month. And it's gonna take at least 2 weeks for me to find it.
Man, I'm not gonna argue. I'm not gonna argue about staying here.
You know, I love you, but it's just sometimes you don't put effort or something to do better. We did what we had to do.
Like, we just put, this is like the money, the little money we do have left there to put all our stuff in storage. Like, this is all we brought over here. Like, I don't understand why I gotta sleep outside while they can sleep in here comfortably. Like, it's already bad out here. Like, people out here killing people, robbing people, and I gotta sleep outside. That's crazy.
Nobody said you had to sleep outside.
Where else I'm gonna go?
Nobody said.
Where else I'm gonna go, Sierra?
We're trying to figure this out.
I understand you're trying to figure it out, but I don't understand why Ms. Lee not letting me stay here. Like, I'm not. What is your reasoning for I really can't stay, but everybody else can stay? What you think I'm gonna do?
Well, maybe get a job and start getting money saved so that y'all can get.
Okay, but I have to have somewhere to sleep so I can go to a job. Like, I don't have nowhere to sleep because you're not letting me stay here. I'm confused why I can't stay.
You know, it's not what do you? I mean, what's the deep down issue? Is it like just because it's Sean, or?
Yeah, what is the issue? Please let us know.
Well, this is not the first time things have been out of secret. Stop. I'm just saying what. I'm trying to get y'all to make better decisions.
So the better decision is for me to be outside. Okay.
All like that. You have to listen to it.
I am listening, but I'm confused.
But you're arguing back and forth.
Because it's like, it's not making no sense to me why I'm going to sleep outside. This is what I'm trying to get to you, Sierra, and you ain't behind me right now at all. Like,
I am. I'm trying to get you to be able to stay. If you be quiet and just listen, I'm trying to get you to be able to say. She's telling us She's talking and you keep interrupting her.
Like, because she ain't to the point.
I'm gonna pause it for a second because that's the part that really got me. Well, first of all, what really got me is when this lady said no, that was freaking no to me. She didn't owe no explanation. You feel me? Like you standing here talking about I'm trying to figure out why. What do you mean? Why, nigga? Cause she said no. And then the girl is like, come on, like you what's the deep down issue? I'm trying not to cuss but at the same time. Come on now. What is y'all's thoughts so far?
I feel like you feel for real. I really, really do. No should have been no. Period.
Yeah, and it was like he was coming out. I mean, like you, and then you allowing this man to question your mother. Like she said no, and that's just the bottom line. First of all, I would have never been standing there with him anyway. First of all, if I had to go to somebody for a place to stay, it would have been me standing on my very last leg. I didn't exhausted every other option, but to drag a man or anybody else with me, that just wouldn't have went. It just wouldn't have happened.
I think he said
I'm just
he
and then
didn't
to
hear
say,
anything.
oh, you can't
Candyman.
hear?
Yeah, I think that's what he said.
You can't hear me? Let me check settings. Might have to go out and come back in. You guys in the comments, you guys feel free to share your thoughts so far on that. Thank you, Belinda. Yeah, he might have to go. Yeah, he's probably gonna have to. Yeah, like he was literally standing there like he deserved the answer, and I was just like, when I first saw it, I was tripping. Like,
That's that
wait a minute,
narcissist in him.
I'm back.
Yeah,
That's that narcissist in
okay.
him.
So before I finish planning, so far from what you heard, what are your thoughts and opinions? Because the last part I gotta play because she pissed me off too on the last part. But what are your thoughts? How do you feel, Candyman?
Me?
Yeah,
I mean, it's like it's a real okay. Now the mom obviously was a little bit upset because the man apparently ain't been working. And on top of that, it's not the first time this has happened. And on top of that, her daughter's the only one working. Obviously she's a little upset with the daughter, but at the same time, she's working. She said, "Oh well, this isn't." She basically said, like, she was trying to be nice. You know what I'm saying? Because she seen that he was getting a little angry, a little frustrated, but she was trying to be nice. But she don't want, she don't want. She ain't about to be, she ain't trying to raise no grown man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been in situations somewhat like that, except, I was actually working. I just either couldn't really save money or couldn't keep a job. But, it's not like I was just out there not working, not having no money. He was mad because he's like, oh, where am I going to stay? Where am I going to stay? Well, you don't have no money saved up. You ain't working. This is a constant thing. And you constantly going to her mama house. So it's like your girl is steady working, saving up all this money, getting the down payment. And on top of that, it was last minute. Is last minute.
yeah,
You didn't at least give her a notice like, hey, we might be getting kicked out. Or she didn't say that because it was probably going to get into a situation where the mom was like, nah, neither y'all can stay here. But them kids is the reason why she really got to stay there. Because if they didn't have no kids, she probably have been like, y'all need to fend for yourselves. But can't leave the kids out on the streets. But in a way, I can't feel sorry for dude. You had an opportunity to have two sources of income. Where's your money at? Why ain't you working? You know, you're a grown man. You got kids. If anything, them kids need to put your ambition on a whole nother level to be like, you know what, I got kids. I can't have them sitting out here on the streets. The little boy was over there laughing at him. Like, that's embarrassing. The little boy's over there laughing, chuckling. You should be embarrassed. Like, I don't blame the mom. And you know, in the old girl, she kept trying to calmly, because at one point, in a way, it seemed like the mom was gonna be like, you know what, fine, I'm gonna let him stay, but it's gonna be the last time. But his attitude
Yeah,
really made her like,
yeah,
oh yeah, how you gonna get smart with me about you not having a job, you being a grown man with no money, you not being able to provide. My daughter over here being the man in the relationship. Like, where are your boxers at, bro? Are you got panties on today or something, or what's going on? Like, where's the testosterone at? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is what's no, I can't feel sorry for dudes. I can't feel
You're
sorry for
so
them.
right. Because as a mom, you don't want to see your daughter being with somebody that can't take care of himself, let alone take care of her. And like I said, this generation, they need to be taking care of each other if you're going to do it. Split everything down the middle. That way, you know that you're both safe. You both can save some, you know what I'm saying, at least 20, 30% to the side for those type of things. And as that girl, she shouldn't want nobody that she has to take care of. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's sometimes in some incidences where you can be like, well, okay, you just lost your job. Give me, 2 or 3 months to get it back together. You know what I'm saying? Don't lose hope that way. But if you see that they keep giving that same pattern, then yeah, something ain't right. And
yeah. So
the
my
kids,
thing
and you can
was
come,
though,
but you got to go.
even if that's what, yeah, even if that's what she chooses to do, you don't pull up on your mom and expect her to do the same thing and question why she don't want. Like, that's what was getting me. I felt it was disrespectful on a whole nother level. I just was like, he wasn't dealing with the right mama. Cause telling you, some gangster moms out
Y'all
here that wouldn't even let that conversation go as far as it went.
Man, he
So I'm gonna finish playing
show him some
it.
Medea
I'm gonna
love is what he needed.
man, he
I'm gonna
was
finish
like the
playing it.
first the first time he got smart, you gotta go. You in my house and you look for a place to stay and you mad because you can't keep a job? Boy, you better get your broke ass out of here. And don't let other family members be around too. Cause you got smart and other
Yes.
men was around,
Oh,
he probably got his ass whooped.
like, this is all of
Y'all
Couldn't
just
be me.
No, you're gonna stay, right? Yes.
Now, did you hear her just tell him he's gonna stay too? Did you hear that? The daughter.
Just a month. That's all
See,
we
she
need.
would have had to get out too. You see what I'm saying? The kids
I
can stay, but now you need to leave
No,
if
I'm
that's the
done.
way you feel.
I'm done. This is. I don't know where I'm gonna go. Bye, baby.
So where you about to go? You
I
about to
don't
just
know
leave?
where I'm about to go.
So you about to just
Don't put yourself in a situation where you don't want to be humble.
I appreciate you. G. I'm done. Y'all, just call me. Just, I'm not angry. I'm not angry. I'm not angry because I'm done with the conversation. She just said I can't stay here. I'm not gonna be begging to be somewhere I'm not welcome.
So then where you gonna go?
I don't know where I'm gonna go. I'm gonna figure it out. What you talking about? Like
I
y'all good? No, y'all good. Y'all chill. Y'all stay here. Y'all get to take that bag off. They probably sleepy. They got school tomorrow. Like I'm not gonna be arguing with somebody else.
So, like, all together, maybe if y'all would have called or something before
It just happened. It just happened.
You
I'm
don't
just
just
gonna.
get evicted overnight.
It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. I ain't tripping.
We're gonna stay here. We can stay.
No, I'm not finished.
You are
I'm
gonna
good.
stay.
I'm good.
And that was the part I wanted it. She just told him he could stay. Against what her mother just said. I'm telling you, I don't know where this lady from. Well, she looked like a nice, sweet lady. Everybody ain't gangster, but I'm trying to tell y'all, like, some of these moms would have split her shit, his shit. The kids can stay, but now, bitch, you gotta go with him. And if you choose to drag the kids, that's on you. But y'all gotta get the fuck up out my shit. That's how that shit would have went. I'm sorry.
I wonder if another man was in the house, would he would have kept that same energy?
I bet he wouldn't. I bet he would have been like, all right, then, Miss Lee. All right, y'all there. You know what I'm saying? And had his ass out that door long time ago. So Peanut says, I ain't asking, begging for no one for a place to stay. And and furthermore, if he couldn't have gone to his family, there's always the men's homeless shelter. Hey, you have to pay to live there too.
Facts.
I felt like he should have just respected the fact that her and the kids had a place to stay. He's a man. He can fend for himself. That's how he should have been looking at it. Hello, Ms.Londa. Show after many days of Denise and Candyman TV are also good. Yes, I know, Joe. I already told you what I have going on.
But see, that's where it also goes to the fact that this younger generation that Philip, I'm not going to tell my age, but this generation, there's something wrong with them. If you don't have respect for your mama to talk to her like that, to bring a man in her house like that, something's not right. And then she's taking it, like you said, it couldn't have been one of mine because it would have, been a whole different situation.
Yeah. All right. Oh, wait, hold on.
And the thing is, like, they knew they was getting evicted. He had plenty of time to get some type of money and get some type of income.
But Miss Peanut was right, though. Miss Peanut was right. Why didn't he go to his mama family or his cousins or brothers or somebody?
They probably got sick of him too. They was like, "You ain't coming over here feeding off us." That's why he got a girlfriend.
I understand that.
Live under her.
Yeah. She says he knew he should have had his own as anybody's job and helping take care of home. Yeah. And car notes, as you talk about, you had to pay a car note and all that. Priorities is all in the wrong place. Did they even, or at least the daughter, offer any money? Didn't hear that. No, because she just said they had to pay for storage, they had to pay for a truck, they had to pay a car note, and they had to buy school clothes. But then she also said, are you going to go to what are you expecting to do? Go to a hotel or something? And the mom said, well, if you, something about her going with them, then yeah. But you got money to pay for a hotel, but you want to come here. You're not offering me nothing, but you want to know why I'm telling you no. And that is a question as to why isn't he on his people's doorstep? Because I'm going to come over here to my people and you go to your people, but why ain't you on your people's doorstep? That's a red flag right there.
He probably did the same thing before. They gave him plenty of chances, but they was like, you know what? We tired of that. You ain't about to be coming over here bumming on us. So then, he probably either already had the girlfriend or he found her, and then he just, basically living off her. And then she, because, they said, oh, we couldn't afford it because we had to pay the car. No, obviously he has no car. Because, he has nothing. So she had to use all her money to get the car note, to get all the food, to get the school clothes. This man, it seems like this man has done absolutely nothing. They didn't want to make a video, try to make him look like the victim. No, sir. You're the problem.
But then blurred his face out. You blurred your face out. Yeah. You gonna blur your face out, but you're making this video of you making an ass out of yourself standing at this woman's door, questioning her why you can't stay there, but you're gonna blur your face out. That doesn't make sense.
And edit his voice so nobody know what he sound like. Guilty.
He knew he was a fucker.
If he was the victim, if he was really the victim, he wouldn't have censored nothing. But no, he knew he was. That man knew he was wrong. He knew he was wrong. He was just mad that he couldn't have his way. Got babied a little bit too long, and he oh well.
That victim syndrome got him.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's exactly what it was. I was like, when I first saw that video, I was like, wait a minute, is this man? Like, I could just picture my mom like in my head right now, like, and I would have been sitting there like, after he said the first thing, I'd have just been sitting there like, nigga, you better
Whew.
run.
That woman is
Then,
so. He wouldn't have lasted. As soon as he would have got smart, get your ass out. Get out now.
Yeah, that's when uncles and
Ain't no.
aunties come in and they just need to whoop that little butt a little bit, you know.
And the thing
mm-hmm.
was, she almost let him stay. Like she low key almost let him stay. But then when he kept getting smart, getting the attitude, acting like a little female. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
did your balls drop yet? Did you?
But see, if
Where's the
she would have let
manliness?
him stay, he would have been in there trying to run the whole house. It's her and the daughter, and he would have been in there trying to run the whole house. So it's a good thing that, and you know what? Remember I was talking to you about that TV show Snap the other day when we was doing the interview?
Mm-hmm.
These are the type of situations that you see on Snap. Daughter then got mad because she came home with the man. The mama said she can't stay, so now they want to kill the mom so they can have a place to stay. That's the type of stuff you see on those TV shows. And those are real true stories too. And that's crazy.
I mean, if you grown enough to lay up with a woman and make some kids, you need to be grown enough to make some money and take care of them.
Yeah,
Shouldn't
I
be if
agree.
you broke if you a grown man and you broke, you don't need to be having sex. You shouldn't even be allowed to have sex. God should just cut your erection off right there. Like, nope, can't do it. You ain't earned nothing. You don't deserve that. Real talk, like this couldn't be me. And she tried, like, and
What
this
the
and this ain't the first time that she even tried to help him out. She probably tried to help him get jobs, everything, but this nigga's probably
Yeah.
up in the crib watching TV all day.
But then no,
He,
he told her, he said, but and Sierra, you don't even have my back. How the hell she gonna have your back in some shit that ain't even hers though? What are you talking about? It wasn't the mom coming to her for a place to stay. It was you going to her mama house for a place to stay. You talking about she don't have your back. How she gonna have your back? She should be having her kids back. That's who back she should be having. That's who back she should be worried about, not yours. Well, not literally not yours, but in that situation, not yours.
you
What
ain't
the
got no
daughter and
money.
the boyfriend realize he is not the mother's responsibility, period. Yes.
Mm-mm-mm.
Okay. Oh my Lord, when I saw that one. Mm-mm-mm. Like Lil Kim said, you ain't got money, you ain't hitting this.
Hey, can't be mad at her.
Right. Mm-mm-mm.
And you ain't
Well,
got
you
no money,
got
so
I enjoyed this.
Thank you for having
Exactly.
me. It was a
I enjoyed the
pleasure.
discussion. You're
glad
welcome.
to
Do you
do
have
it.
a podcast, Denise?
Yes, I do. I was just about to ask you, would you mind greeting me one day? And it was such a pleasure meeting you, Candyman. I love the name.
Thank you,
I
Denise.
wonder is there a meaning behind that, but I'm not gonna ask you to,
It is.
spill your secret or nothing. But thank you again, and I will be in touch. This was nice.
So let everybody know where they can find the name of your podcast and where they can find you.
We well, thank you. We're just starting out. It's called Entrepreneurial Empire, and you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok.
Under what was it
Entrepreneurial
again? Entrepreneur.
Entrepreneurial Empire.
Okay, okay. All right. And Candyman, let everybody know where they can find you.
Y'all can find me on everywhere, any social media, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter. Instagram, TikTok, all of them. Candyman TV, Snapchat, Candyman TV One. My podcast is called The Candy Shop. If you go to candymantv.com, exactly the same way it's spelled, it has all the links to all my social medias, my bio, and my podcast. Whether you have Anchor, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or it has a lot. So just, whatever platform you listen to on the regular, it's probably up there. So just go to candymantv.com and you'll be able to link up. And if you want to be a guest, let me know.
Okay, I got a message right here. This was fun. Thanks for joining in, Denise and Candyman TV. Thanks everyone tuning in. See you on the next show. Have a good night. Yes, thanks everybody who tuned in and joined in the comments. You all have a good night until next time. Good night.